All right, let's dive right in. We're going to tackle one of the biggest, most frustrating challenges for pretty much every English learner, trying to understand native speakers when they talk, well, fast. We're going to figure out how to finally tune your ears to the real sound of English.
So be honest for a second. Have you ever been in a conversation and you're nodding along, but inside your head, everything just sounds like whir, a blur, mumble jumble? You're trying so hard to catch individual words, but they just seem to fly right by you before you can grab onto them.
If you're nodding your head right now, listen up. You are so not alone. Seriously. This is probably the #1 hurdle when you step out of the classroom and into the real world. And I've got good news. It has almost nothing to do with your vocabulary or your grammar skills. It's about something else entirely. And here it is. This is the big idea that can totally change the game for you. Let's reframe this whole problem. It's not really about speed, it's about rhythm. It's about flow. It's like you've been learning all the individual notes, right? But now it's time to learn the music.
Okay, so let's get into the diagnosis. Why on earth does it sound so fast? Well, it's because spoken English has a whole set of secret, unwritten rules that you're just not going to find in a textbook. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on.
So, the first big secret is something called connected speech. See, native speakers don't say each word separately with a nice little space in between. No way. We just kind of blend them, link them, and smush them all together until they sound like one long flowing word.
And this slide, it shows it perfectly. In your textbook, you learn to read, "What are you going to do?" 5 clear words. But in a real casual conversation, you're going to hear, "What you're going to do." See? Your brain is listening for 5 distinct words, but it's only getting maybe 2 or 3 blended sounds. Of course it's confusing.
And here's a really crucial part. It's not just about linking words together. As they connect, the sounds themselves actually transform. They get shorter, they get softer, sometimes they practically disappear. Let's look at some of the most common ways this happens.
We call these reductions, but you can just think of them as shortcuts. They are absolutely everywhere in spoken English. Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna. Have to becomes hafta. And listen, this isn't slang or bad English, it's just how people talk. Recognizing these little shortcuts is a huge step forward.
Now, the second part of the music is all about sentence stress. We don't give every word the same amount of time and energy. We stress the important stuff, the content words like nouns and verbs, and we kind of rush through or swallow the little function words, the, to, in. This creates that beat, that da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum rhythm. If you're trying to hear every single one of those little words, you're going to miss the beat entirely.
Okay, so that's the diagnosis. We know why it sounds so fast. But what's the prescription? How do you actually get better at this? How do you train your ears to hear that music? Well, let's get right into the practical, step-by-step plan.
Here is a simple but super powerful 3-step routine you can use with any TV show, movie clip, anything. Step 1, just listen. That's it. No subtitles. Don't stress about understanding every word. Your only job is to get the general idea. Step 2, watch it again, but this time turn on the English subtitles. This is the magic moment. It's where your brain finally connects those blurry sounds you heard to the actual words on the screen. And step 3, this is the real game changer, shadow. Play the clip again and try to speak along with the speaker, out loud. Mimic their rhythm, their melody, their connected speech. You are literally training your mouth to teach your ears what they need to listen for.
Look, if you only take one single thing away today, let it be this. You have to stop straining to catch every single word. It's exhausting and it doesn't work. Instead, just relax your ears and listen for the rhythm, listen for the flow, listen for the stressed words, the music of the sentence.
And please remember, you don't need to memorize a bunch of boring linguistic terms. The goal isn't to pass a test, right? The goal is to build a new listening habit. It's all about practice and exposure. And over time, what feels like hard work right now will become second nature.
So, now that you have this new way of listening, what's your goal? What's that movie you're finally going to watch without needing subtitles? What's that podcast you're going to totally understand? Think about it. What conversation are you now ready to jump into?